What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Keys Ballin', man. I am back with another video for you guys. And the Dallas Mavericks GM Nico Harrison snaked Luka Doncic and Jason Kidd, his own head coach, man. This guy has completely went behind these guys' back and pulled a finesse move, a move that is the ultimate betrayal of not only your star franchise player who's only 25 years old, but this guy's so disloyal, he snaked his own head coach, Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd did not want this move to go down. Jason Kidd was completely in the dark about this trade. He had no idea he was going to lose his best player. How the hell can you make a move like this and not even tell your coach who he's going to be coaching? That is crazy to me. This guy, Nico Harrison, he has went behind these guys' back and have committed the ultimate betrayal. How do you not even give Luka Doncic the courtesy of telling him, hey, we going to move you, man. I came up with a deal that I think will be beneficial for us as a team, and we're going to move you along. You can't even tell him that before you make this move. I mean, these guys in these general managers' chairs, and some of these owners too, because I believe just the owner and the general manager was the only two that knew. These guys got to start being held accountable. Flat out. Flat out. I mean, I get it. You guys had all these issues with Luka, which you guys never made public. You guys are only saying this after the fact he was traded. His conditioning, he's fat. He complains too much, this and that. Was you guys saying any of this when the guy took you guys to the finals? Did you guys say any of this or make any of this public? No. Because even with him being 270 pounds or however much he weighs, he still got y'all and his fat ass to the NBA finals. So it's just disloyal behavior. And I love how other NBA players reacted to this trade news. This is one of the biggest trades in NBA history. So you knew other guys were going to have things to say about it. And I want to read you guys some quotes from other star players in the league because you guys probably don't believe me. You guys probably think, oh, he's well within his right. He can make trades. He can do whatever he wants to do. There's nothing wrong with that. So you guys don't find it weird that not only he ships Luka Doncic, his best player, out of Dallas, but he doesn't even tell the head coach. And he's got this buddy-buddy relationship with Rob Pelinka. And they're the only ones who know. These guys are cuddling, caking on the phone that night, giggling about trading Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis. It's just laughable. But let's start with this quote from Kevin Durant because he reacted to this news and he was asked after one of his games in an interview about his feelings on the Luka Doncic and AD trade. This is what he had to say. He said, players are held to a different standard of loyalty and commitment to a program, but the organizations don't get held to that same standard from the outside world, the media members, the fans. We all should be held to that same standard, Durant said upon hearing the news. So that's Kevin Durant. You heard what he said. He's basically saying it's a double standard. Why can't players feel empowered to make their moves, switch teams, go to different organizations that they feel is best for them, whether it's financial, whether it's to compete for a championship? Why do they get crucified? But general managers like this guy, Nico Harrison, is able to snake Luka Doncic and trade away an all NBA caliber, MVP type caliber player without even giving them a notice. He didn't even send the man a text message. You didn't have to call him or FaceTime him if you didn't want to see the smoke. You could have sent that man a quick little text before you pulled the trigger. And it's rumored that he just bought a new crib in Dallas. So maybe if you would have gave him a heads up, he wouldn't have had to do that. So a lot of guys might not agree with Kevin Durant on a lot of what he says, but I think he's on point with that quote. And to even further back up what KD said, let's look at Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's look at what he had to say. Giannis says this: you cannot have a double standard here. When the teams make the best moves for them and they believe they can get another player to win now, when a player believes that he can go to a different team and he believes he can have a chance to win a championship, we cannot crucify the person and say that he's not loyal. So, I mean, Kevin Durant and Giannis are pretty much saying the same exact thing here. They are attacking the clear hypocrisy that these general managers and other organizations have when it comes to moving players. But players can't move themselves. They can't pick where they want to go. They can't get frustrated with a situation and say, hey, I probably would fit better with this team. This would be best for my career, my path, my journey. But these guys just get to sit in the office, watch the game, and say, oh, we don't want this guy anymore. We're tired of him. He's fat. He's not conditioned. He complains to the refs a lot. He doesn't play defense. We're just gonna move him. And I can't condone it, man. When the guy has done as much as he's done, 2 Western Conference Finals, or NBA Finals, leading the team, been a leader on the team ever since he got to the Mavs. His stats always show he was the best player on the squad, even as a rookie. And now you can't even give a man a courtesy. You can't even give him a thanks for all you done type of conversation and say, but we got to move in another direction. You can't even do that. And for you to snake your own head coach as well, that is going to cause a lot of lost trust in that locker room. That is going to cause friction in that locker room. I'm sorry, man. You can't simply make a move like that and now other guys not be on alert thinking that they might get moved. So Jason Kidd looked absolutely annoyed in that presser that I watched with him and Nico Harrison answering questions about the trade. And both guys admitted, Nico Harrison and Jason Kidd, that Kidd was not aware of the move. And Nico Harrison's justification for that was, I think we're aligned. I know what type of players he liked. Bro, Jason Kidd, he rocked with Luka, bro. He was trying to mold Luka. He knew how good Luka was. Jason Kidd played the point guard position. They shared a lot of things in common, man. I think they had a great relationship. And for this guy to sit up here and, oh, I know exactly what Jason Kidd was thinking. This is what he would have done without talking to him. This guy is a babbling idiot. I foresee in the future, this guy's not going to have a job, especially if the Mavericks don't win the championship this year or the following season. He's cooked. He's going to be gone. You literally had fans crying, putting up memorabilia, jerseys, and posters and pictures all over Dirk's statue outside of the American Airlines Center, missing Luka, crying over Luka. Nobody expected this guy to go anywhere. He's a fan favorite, and conditioning is just an invalid excuse. That's fixable. Eating habits, that's fixable. Weight gain, that's fixable. All that for a 32-year-old Anthony Davis, bro. So what happens if Anthony Davis gets injured? He's injury prone. What happens if Kyrie goes down? We know he's injury prone as well. What happens if Anthony Davis say, you know what, I don't even want to really be in Dallas for real. I'm out. And then basically, what did you trade Luka for? A rental of Anthony Davis? So to me, the move, it just doesn't have great thinking behind it because you put yourself in a box. There's no guarantee those guys are going to stay healthy. There's no guarantee Kyrie and AD is going to be there long term. So this guy's just a buffoon. And, for him to be an ultimate snake and not only snake Luka, which was outright wrong, but snake Jason Kidd and try to speak for him. Oh, I know what type of player he want to coach. Bruh, you would have known if you would have asked me. So it's out of pocket, man. These owners, these general managers, they walk around here like they know it all, like they can't be touched. And so this guy has basically signed his departure letter if he's unable to capture a championship by the end of this season or next. That's how long I'm giving him. But I'm predicting they won't, and I'm predicting that this might go down as one of the worst trades in NBA history because this snake, Nico Harrison, basically lost his mind and pulled the trigger on a deal where he's boxing himself in and he has to win now. Has to. But that's all I got on this situation, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think that Nico Harrison snaked Luka Doncic and Jason Kidd? Y'all agree with me or not? And, leave your comments about how this deal went down. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Definitely appreciate everybody that's checking out the videos, man. More content is coming. I'm staying consistent. It's 2025. It's time to rise. And y'all have a blessed day. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.